Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a beautiful, sunshiny Thursday morning on the Moose Minute Project. It's titled, Success or Stubborn? So, my question to you is, what makes you feel successful? What makes you feel like you are winning? Or are you naturally in this thing of, I'm just surviving? Success, surviving, stronger, I think it all works in hand. To feel success, it takes a mental change. It takes a mental look at the game to be different. You have to just be in your mind saying, I am succeeding. I am doing things. Are you constantly going, life is just not what I thought it would be? Life is not giving me what I thought I would get. As a young kid, say 14, 15, when I started working, I didn't have a clue. I just worked. And I think up until a few years, probably 2017, it's an interesting year, isn't it? Up until 2017, that's all I did. I pushed and pushed and pushed. Wanted to be the best salesperson, wanted to be the best manager, wanted to be the best in the business. I wanted to be known to be customer service, low pressure, still turning numbers sales guy. I wanted the recognition for being that guy. And I did whatever it took to do that, whether it was working 60 hours in a week, handing cards out at 9 o'clock at night, wherever I was, or talking to people out on the street, or and it still is that way today to a certain extent, that you may have business hours. And if you are in the sales industry, or even if you are in the hospitality industry, if in your mind you are setting hours of, I only work when the business is open, you are in trouble. To a certain extent, and I'll get to that in a minute. I drove my wife nuts, and I still do, as far as when it comes to work. My brain does not shut off because it's an opportunity to make another dollar, to make another sale, to get another customer who knows, maybe knows 10 more customers. So, if you are a salesperson and you're worried about another store, and if you are in a business where you have multiple stores, and you're worried and saying, well, that store's taking our business, or that store's not taking your business. The people that work at your store are somewhat losing that business because they're not working after hours. They're just saying, yep, I work 9 to 6. At 6 o'clock, I'm shut off. Done. And in a way, somewhat, I've dialed mine back. Not a lot as far as that goes. I still watch my phone. I still look at all the chats. I still answer all the emails no matter what time it is, because I feel that's important. But you have to look at your successes. Are you okay with just being, salespeople in our world didn't like it because they were commission based. You were paid on the amount of units you sold. And they'd always want a raise, and you'd say, well, in order to get a raise, you have to sell more. Well, They were always curious how that worked and why. And that's just how it had to be. If you don't like that environment, and part of me did not like the commission portion of it, and that's why sometimes I think I didn't make all the money I could have, because I settled for being a salary guy, because salary to me meant that I could figure it all out. I could schedule it out. I knew when my bills, especially when for a while there I was raising 3 young kids, I had to make sure I had everything in line. And I for the most part succeeded. And I would have to say I was successful. Thank you to my current wife as well, Roxanne, for making sure all 3 kids and her 2 kids have all grown into adults who have moved on to their lives and are successful as well in their own ways. If you are looking at yourself right now and going, boy, I screwed up. I'm not successful. I'm not rich. That's all mindset. That isn't all in your mind. Being rich is one thing. Being wealthy and successful, in my mind, has nothing to do with the almighty dollar. It has to do with how you're going to treat people, how you take care of people in the long run, and being willing there to help when you get that phone call. That to me is successful. That to me is being wealthy. When we're name calling, degrading, doing all that, I don't care how many dollars you have. I don't care how many businesses you own. If you do that, you're the poorest person on the world. You are the poorest person I know. Because you do not have the success and wealth in the bank of what's important. I don't care if you own 5 homes, 10 homes, but if you treat people like crap, you're the poorest person I know. And nor do I want to be around you. So we focus in this country so much on the almighty dollar, and we chase the almighty dollar, that we lose sight of where we are headed, that we lose sight of who we are as people. So when you're worried about what's in the bank or what's in your bank account, if you're alive today, you have time to change what you want it to be. You have time to change to be that person. I have found myself success because, like I said, I think before, I'm at 245 videos. To me, with the amount of people that have watched my videos or subscribed, if I looked at that and I compared to what I'm doing, it would be an utter failure. That's just how it would look. I would have to say that having 1 or 2 views on, and having 5 subscribers on YouTube would be an utter failure. That's what somebody would say. Chris, that's a failure. That's a joke. To me, it is great success for me. I have done what I have set out to do, and that is continue to produce my feelings based on what I go through on a daily basis. And some of it, I have laid back quite a bit of how I truly feel on some things, because it just gets old to a certain extent. But lately I've been hearing about so much talk about mental success. I need to be successful. I need money. I need to be rich. I need to be wealthy in order to be liked. No, you don't. No, you don't. And I've seen people say, well, I did a lot of shitty things when I was younger. I'm not worthy. Yeah, you are. If you did it to people that are still around and they're still with us Take time to say, I'm sorry. Take time to please forgive me for what I did. I did not know what I was doing back then, or I did. And I've realized now as I've aged that it was totally wrong. So please, I need to let you know that I am truly sorry for what I did. And will you accept that? And start making amends with things that have been eating away at your happiness. So that's where I'm at today. Take time to truly evaluate what you are or who you are. And like I said, you've got time to make a difference. You've got time. We don't know if you're here today, gone tomorrow. Nobody knows. Nobody knows their time on this earth. Someday it'll all come to the end for all of us at some point. You know, and it's true with the statement of, you've never seen a hearse out front loaded with all somebody's stuff. Yeah, the good Lord doesn't take that stuff. He doesn't want it up there. You end up sorting through it. A lot of families look through it and go, oh, that's trash, that's trash. Oh, yep, that means something, but that's trash, that's trash. What you think is great stuff, most people don't think so. So take what you've got up here, evaluate who you are, make sure that you do everything you can for the good of those around you. Keep your friend circle small if you want, or have thousands. I prefer the small side of things. I prefer small friend groups. That's just who I am. But I really hope you enjoy the sunshine again today here. And if you're in Southwest Wisconsin, enjoy the day. If you're in, I'm not sure what the weather is like around where you guys are. So, but again, measure your successes on how you feel inside. If you did everything you could to make somebody happy and you help somebody out, that's what it takes. And the biggest thing, be honest. Tell the truth. Get through it. Telling the truth is not always a very easy thing to do. But tell the truth and move on. And get through it. Work together. If there are truly people that you love, you'll work through it. And if they love you back, they'll work through it with you. So there's the Moose Minute Project for today. Yeah. And I think it's been successful for me. But we'll go from there. And we'll talk soon. And as always, take time to bless somebody today. And we'll talk tomorrow morning on a Friday edition.